Good morning and welcome back to WMHS News. I'm Kate.
And I'm Lauren.
Hey Lauren, can you believe we're already halfway through the first quarter?
No, not really, in all honesty, but I'm definitely excited for it. Speaking of the end of the quarter, that also reminds me that it's time for WMHS News.
Next Monday, October 12th, is Indigenous Peoples Day and will be a student holiday, so enjoy a day off of asynchronous work. Some other important dates are coming up, so mark your calendars for PSAT Day on Thursday, October 29th, which will be an asynchronous day for all students, and the last day of the quarter on Friday, October 30th, which will be a 2-hour early release day.
Monday, November 2nd and Tuesday, November 3rd mark both a student holiday and a teacher work day. November 3rd also happens to be Election Day. Remember to go out and vote. If you haven't registered to vote yet, it's not too late. Here's a video with the latest information on how to register to vote.
Lexi, you look distressed. What's the matter?
Oh, I'm just bummed I'm not 18 years old yet.
Lexi, why would you want to be 18 years old?
So I can exercise my right to vote.
Highlanders, if you didn't know already, the 2020 general election is right around the corner, and it's going to be a tight race in the polls. Your voice matters, so if you're of age, the deadline to register is Tuesday, October 13th. It takes about 2 minutes to get registered online, so visit https://vote.election.virginia.gov/registration/DMV-lookup.
Thanks, Lexi. Speaking of voting, if you're not eligible to vote yet, the Highlander Newsmagazine wants to know your opinions about the upcoming election. Follow at MHS Highlander on Instagram and click the link in their bio to access the survey and make your voice heard. Now to Supaxay with sports.
Hi McLean, it's Supaxay with your sports. Clean Sports will be holding out-of-season practices all week. These practices are not mandatory and students must go through a screening process and temperature check before participating. In order to participate, students must have a physical turn in. Here's this week's practice schedule. Today, the football team has practices. Tomorrow, field hockey, girls, basketball, crew, and cheer have practices. On Friday, track has a practice. On Monday, crew and softball will be having practices. And on Tuesday, there will be baseball, girls, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball practices. Now for professional sports. In the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning took home the Stanley Cup with another dominating performance against Dallas in a 2-0 win on September 28th. In the NFL, despite smooth sailing in the first few weeks of the season, COVID caused multiple setbacks for the Titans and the Patriots. Tennessee suffered a coronavirus outbreak with multiple players and team personnel testing positive, and New England quarterback Cam Newton also tested positive. The Titans' schedule is pretty much uncertain at this point. In the NBA, the Lakers and the Heat continue going at it in the NBA Finals. Game 5 will be on Friday. And that's all I have for your sports. Back to your anchors.
Thanks, Supaxay. If your club or activity needs some financial support, you might want to consider speaking to your club sponsor about applying for a PTSA grant. All departments and programs are eligible for the financial support and may have received support in prior years, including theater, orchestra, fine arts, journalism, STEM, health and wellness, special athletics, and clubs. Grant applications are due this Friday, October 9th, so don't delay to get them in.
The Tartan Literary Magazine staff will be meeting at 3:15 this Thursday, October 8th in Google Meet to start planning for the year. If you missed the interest meeting but want to be involved in creating a publication that showcases McLean students' literary and artistic talents, it's not too late to join the team. You can find the meeting code on their Google Classroom.
In national news, President Donald Trump, First Lady Melania Trump, and several other White House officials have tested positive for COVID-19 as of this past week. Let's get to Kush with the world news.
Hey McLean, it's Kush with your world news for the week. The World Health Organization has reported that almost 10% of the global population has already had the coronavirus. On a more positive note, Geneva has reportedly adopted the highest minimum wage in the world at $25 per hour. And finally, in India, a group of researchers have developed an inexpensive paper-based test for coronavirus that could give a result in a matter of minutes. That's all for your world news for the week. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Kush. Try M Music Honor Society applications are due this Friday, October 9th. All members, new and returning, must fill out the application form on Mrs. Smith's website. Late submissions will not be accepted. Meetings will be hosted through the Google Meet link on the Google Classroom page.
Applications to the MHS chapter of Mu Alpha Theta, the National Math Honors Society, are now available to interested juniors or seniors. Membership is open to talented, intellectually curious students who enjoy mathematics. Applications can be found on your current math teacher's site or by emailing Ms. Pfeiffer at the provided email address. Applications are due by Friday, October 30th, so make sure to get them in before it's too late.
Hi, I'm Hayden with this week's weather. This week's going to be about 70 the whole week. However, on Wednesday it's going to be up to 80. Wednesday and Thursday is supposed to be sunny, and then the rest of the week's going to be partly cloudy. And on Saturday there's a 50% chance of rain, but the rest of the week after that it's just a 20% chance. So it's going to be pretty nice because it's going to be 70 and probably not going to rain, but it might rain, but it probably won't. So it's gonna be a good time to go pumpkin hunting. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's spooky season now, and back to your anchors.
Thanks, Hayden. If you'd like to submit an announcement to the afternoon news show, follow us on Instagram at MHS_broadcast and use the Google form link in our bio, or send it to mhsbroadcastnews@gmail.com.
The Google Classroom code and all other links we mentioned can be found in the description of this week's video. WMHS News will be back for another weekly news show next Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Don't forget that we have Highlander Time 7 this Friday instead of Highlander Time Flex. Have a great week, McLean.
Have a great week, McLean.